Introduction, your EM theory, electromagnetic theory. First, go to the introduction part in the first pages. The electrostatic field, magnetostatic field, then next one, electromagnetic field theory. What is meant by the field? Field is the region in which each point is affected by the force. Means suppose someone a point charge is here, then if cover this area or this region, that is called field. A region in which each point affected by the force. What is the electrostatic field? How it is produced? Electrostatic static charges. It is produced by the static charges. Static charge means the charge which is in a rest position. Means not a movement, only the rest position. Means stationary charges produce the static electric field. The static electric field is described by the Coulomb's law. Here you should use Coulomb's law. And next one, the magnetostatic field. The magnetostatic field is produced by the constant current flow. Also, other mode of magnetostatic field is produced by the stationary permanent magnet. Means magnetostatic field. This is also a static field which is produced by the constant current flow or direct current. Means there is no time varying current is applied in a wire. Only constant current is applied. Then around the wire there is magnetic field, magnetostatic field. Okay, this one was derived by the laws as a Biot-Savart law. Also, these laws also see in the next upcoming your lectures. This one is the magnetostatic field. Means electrostatic field is produced by the static charge or stationary charge. Magnetostatic field produced by the constant current flow or a stationary permanent magnet. Next one, move to electromagnetic field. That is in short the EM field. It is produced by when the charged particle is accelerated. Charged particles such as electronic accelerated are produced by the time varying current. Means if time according your variation your current amplitude, then is produced by the electromagnetic field theory. Means combination of electric and magnetic field that is produced by the accelerated charges are in terms of current varying with time, also produce your electromagnetic field theory. Next one is your Coulomb's law. Coulomb's law is described experimental way. What is the Coulomb's law statement? The force is directly proportional to product of magnitude of 2-point charges and inversely proportional to square of distance between the 2-point charges. You see here force is proportional to product of Q1 Q2 and inversely proportional to 1 upon r square. This one shows you the distance between Q1 and Q2. Point charges means this is the point form. This is point form. Line charges means if the charge is available in a wire, this point is indicate your line charges. Surface charge means if taken as a surface, then its charge present here. Suppose this is a positive charge and positive charge. In volume, take as a volume and charge is present there. This is a volume charge. Line charge, point charge, surface charge and volume charge. This is your point charges. Now both are combined, then force is proportional to product of U1 Q2 and inverse proportional to R square. Now proportionality is removed by using the K constant. Now the K constant values come in terms of epsilon naught. Epsilon naught is the permittivity of free space. This value is 8.8 per 10 power minus 12 farad per meter. This also, if you are calculated this value, this also come this value 10 power minus 9 upon 36 pi farad per meter. If we put all these value in this form, the calculate overall this values come 9 10 power 9 meter per farad. Okay. Now in terms of vector form, suppose you represent it in the form of vector, then f vector is equal to q1 q2 4 pi epsilon naught r square unit vector ar. Next one is the electric field intensity. Electric field intensity is defined as a force per unit charge when placed in a electric field. Overall means electric field intensity is equal to force per unit charge. If we put the value of f, this one over f value, now one charge is present here. Now numerator have two charges, denominator have one charge. Now cancel out, only one charge is present. Then electric field is equal to q upon 4 pi epsilon naught r square. This is your electric field intensity. Next over Gauss law. Gauss law statement: total outward flux psi through any closed surface is equal to total charge enclosed by the surface. Psi, total charge, this one total charge enclosed by the surface, and equal to total outward flux. This one is shows you, suppose there is charge present here q1 q2 q3, there is charge present here. This one shows you total outward flux, electric flux psi through any closed surface. Closed surface equal to total charge enclosed by the surface. Means electric flux is produced here by this surface around this, total charge enclosed by this one. This is equal to both of. Now if you relate this value, size equal to d dot ds, surface integral of d dot ds equal to q enclosed, total charge enclosed by this surface. Now q enclosed equal to volume charge density. Now this one is relate to d dot surface integral to volume integral, this one. Now using the divergence theorem, you convert the surface to volume. This one shows you using divergence theorem, surface to volume is conversion. This one means surface integral d dot ds is equal to volume integral of divergence of d. Now both, now this one equal to, now using this relation, this one come in the form of volume integral. This value is come from volume integral be used directly, this value here. Now both integral is cancel out, this both integral cancel out, the relation is come in this form. This also a Maxwell equation. Okay, next to move electric flux density. What is the electric flux density? Electric flux density is the product of permittivity, this one is your permittivity, and electric field vector, represented in the form of capital D vector, the unit of coulomb per meter square. Epsilon is the permittivity equal to relative permittivity and permittivity of free space. This one your electric flux density. Okay, now today in your lecture